Hey guys, I just finished this game called Prodeus, and I thought I would make a video about it, or do a review actually, because it was so good. And so that's what I'm doing right now, just making a little review video for Prodeus. If you've never played Prodeus or heard of it, it's a first-person shooter. It's on console now too, but it's on Steam, that's where I played it. And it's by Bounding Box Software. And this game was in early access for a couple years, and it came out of early access a while back. I don't exactly know when, because I kind of missed that. But I had it in since it first came out on early access, and I played it like years ago. And I remember that it was okay. It was a little bit rough, but it was okay. Anyways, played it the other day, and this game's amazing now. So good, I can't even stop playing it. It's so fun. Originally, it was just it was okay, but I thought I would just wait until it came out. I'm glad I did, because this is like the best first-person shooter I've played in years. It's so good. All the guns in the game are amazing, and there's I don't know how many there are, but they all have a secondary fire also. I think it's important to have a powerful sounding, weak weapon, like a pistol, because then, if you're ever down to your lowest ammo, it's still awesome. Shooting off that awesome pistol, that's always fun. So the shotgun's really cool too. It's like a pump action shotgun. Like boom, boom, like that, just shooting over and over. And the thing that's really good about the shotgun also is if the alternate fire on the shotgun is like you aim down the sight, and it's like a sniper rifle. It's good for sniping guys. So it's like a shotgun sniper rifle. There's a super shotgun. It's kind of like the double barrel shotgun from Doom 2, but way better, because it has 4 barrels. And the alternate fire will fire all the barrels at once, however many you have loaded, up to 4, all at the same time. Or you can just go one at a time, just bam, 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 shoot the guys one at a time without having to reload up until the 4 shells are done. So that's awesome. There's a really awesome plasma rifle, which is amazing to shoot. It's fun, and the alternate fire on that one is really cool because it'll lock onto a guy. And you can actually shoot around corners, because your shots will home in on where you have targeted. So it's really helpful. A lot of times you'll need that for just standing behind cover and just taking out some asshole. The shredders, they're okay. That's like the 2 handgun or the 2 SMGs, and there's like a minigun kind of a thing. That one's alright too. There's this really cool gun called the Swarmer. And it has it fires up to 5 rockets, I think. Just using, it only costs 1, but you fire 5 rockets out of it. And the alternate fire on that one is that it can lock on to multiple targets and shoot rockets all over the place and get them all at once. So, super awesome gun. I found that really effective towards the end of the game. So there's a decent variety of monsters in this game, or enemies, I guess you'd say, to fight. But I guess it could have used a few more. Maybe, although, everything works perfectly what's here. It doesn't actually need any more, but, it wouldn't be bad if it had a bit more. So, I think the perfect first-person shooter would be something like Doom 2 or Duke Nukem 3D. I guess they call them a boomer shooter these days. But the perfect one of those would be those two. And this kind of stacks up pretty close. It's hard to even think of anything wrong with this that wouldn't make it even with those other ones. It's really hard to think of something. I thought a couple things, though. So in Prodeus, one thing that does kind of... it doesn't suck, but it's a bit frustrating, is the guns are in the store. You have to get gold bars or ore fragments in the levels as you're playing, and those let you unlock the guns from the store, or buy them from the shop in the game. And that's cool and all, except it's hard to find some of these ore fragments. And so there's some guns that I've never used before. I've seen them in videos, and they look pretty cool. I've never had a chance to use them. So that kind of, I don't know. I wish I would be able to use the guns. Or, I wish there was at least cheat codes I could put in so I could cheat to at least just try them. Because that's something that needs to come back in games, is cheat codes. But like in Doom, I could just type in IDKFA and I would get all the guns, ammo, key cards, something like that is cool, because then you can just try them out. So this review here is only for the single player, because for me it's all about single player. All the rest of that stuff is just extra. So, but it does have multiplayer. There is a map making system, which is nice, and I think there's a whole bunch of custom maps made by users. So once you're done the campaign, you can just load up these custom maps and play through some more, and some of them look really good. I haven't tried many, I just took a quick peek, but I'm going to probably play some of those. So even though I beat the game, I feel like I need more. It's that fun, I want to play more. So these custom user maps are going to be amazing for that. One thing in this game that's awesome, the graphics are so amazing. It has this old school look with kind of like a new tech sort of thing. Everything looks really nice while still looking like old school, retro style. And the special effects are amazing, especially the blood splatter. All over the place, always, everywhere. Blood all over the place. It's crazy. So the game works along this kind of like a map. You go along the map level by level, and you have a little bit of a choice which way you go and stuff, but you do have to unlock levels to get to the next levels, kind of a thing. There's a little bit of a choice in how you do it, but eventually you just have to do it all, really. So, and that's fine. The lighting looks really good in this too, the way the light reflects off everything. Actually, when I first put this on, I didn't even realize it, but there's extra special effects you can put on in the options menu. I actually went in there and I had to turn them on, and after I turned them on, everything started looking even awesomer. Although my computer felt a little warmer after that. So the ore locations are, there's ore locations. Every single level has hidden ore in them, and you gotta find these to unlock guns in the shop. And one thing that kind of, or also to unlock special moves too, like a double jump and a dash, like a dash in the air. And what kind of, those are cool and all, but what kind of sucks is some of the ore you're finding, they'll be locked down behind a move that you need. Like you'll go find an ore, but you can't get to it because you need double jump or you need a jump dash. And you don't have those yet, so you have to go back, and it kind of is a bit annoying in that way, where you'll find something and you just can't access it yet. So there's a bit of going back and forth in this, where you have to return to levels to get other things and that sort of thing. I would say definitely if you're playing this, before you unlock any guns, maybe unlock at least a double jump if you can, because that one's really handy. I found this one level in the game called the Hollow Face Archive, and it was kind of neat. I think it's where all the backers who backed it when it was on Kickstarter or whatever, I think it's people who put money towards it or something. But anyways, as their faces in there, in this hologram sort of like this hall of honors kind of a thing, and there's these hologram faces, and they look so awesome. You should check this out, it looks so cool. The only thing I don't understand though is some of the faces are a skull. So does that mean that the person got killed in real life or something? I don't really understand that. So the levels in this game are pretty interesting too. I think they start out pretty basic, but then as you're playing they become a lot more interesting, and once you get to like this other dimension, the levels are going to completely change, and it's almost like you're in a totally different game by different designers, because the levels go from like, I don't know, good to being like something that was like insanely amazing, and just not just, you know, running around in the levels, but how they open up. Different sections will open up depending on what you do, and it's crazy. You have to see these levels. They're so insane. I don't know how you'd even plan that. That must have taken so much time to plan out the design of these levels. Like on that other planet, oh my god, it's just craziness. Have to see it. It's great. So I think it took me, to get through the entire game, I think it probably took around, like, 6 hours? I'm thinking about 6. That's with having to go back a few times to get the double jump and that kind of stuff. I think there's a co-op mode as well for online. I think you can do co-op with your friends. So I was using keyboard and mouse for the controls while playing this, and it felt great. Everything felt perfect, smooth, and everything is nice. You can hold down Q and it brings up this nice gun selection menu where you just drag the mouse over top of what you want in your release. It'll select it for you. So very handy. The default button setup for the numbers of the guns was kind of weird, so you would definitely need to change that. Like change the button mapping on those. But the Q, if you just hold Q, and it pauses the game while you change your weapon like this, so it's so good. I just love the Q button. It's right there, you know. It's right beside your W. Because you're using that for the WASD, you know. Anyways, there's so many good things about this game. I can't really say enough good things about it. And this game was made with Unity, too. Unity. So that's really impressive. I was actually took like a year and a half and I was learning Unity. And then I kind of got sidetracked and got out of it for some reason. But very impressive to they put this together in Unity. Very impressive. And especially with how smooth and perfectly it runs, too. It's really impressive. The music in this game is absolutely amazing, too. It's it reminds me of Doom 2016 in a way. It doesn't sound exactly like it, but in how awesome that it is and how, like, I think the music actually changes at certain points depending on what's happening. I think there's times where it felt like it did that, but it fits the game so well. It's such good music. So my review is really, like I said before, my review is exclusively for single player. Everything else is bonus, right? So for single player, I would say it's right up there with Doom 2 and Duke3d. Maybe, I don't know if it's exactly on par with them. Probably not exactly, but it's so close. I think I would give this a 9.5 out of 10 for sure. Such a good game. Absolutely a must play. If you like shooters, retro shooters, or boomer shooters as they call them, this is an absolute must play. Must buy even. It's so good. So good. And it's on consoles now too. That's great. Anyways, I thought I would start making some more videos like this, some game review videos, and so I have more coming, and I have a ridiculous amount of games, so there's always more. So yeah, if you want to see more game reviews of awesome games, or even some really shitty ones, hit the subscribe button there, and yeah, and then you'll see them. And if you hit the notification bell, it'll tell you, I guess it'll send you a message when they go up. I don't know how often I'm going to be posting, but I'll make more. I'll find some more good games, and I'll make some more videos. Anyways, this was fun, so we'll see you guys later. Have a good one.